Welcome to episode 5 of the 67 Pontiac budget build. Today, putting the intake and carb on that was donated by Bryant Racing. Appreciate that a lot. Here we have the driver's side valve cover off, and as you can see, the inside of this motor is mint. Don't know where it came from, but it ran good when we fired it up, and we're going to try to put some power to it and see what happens. Here's a Performer RPM intake in the remanufactured 700 Holley double pumper. I did go on a shopping spree because I'm running out of time and I want to get this thing done in a timely fashion. I know I said I didn't want to do all the flashy stuff, but this is kind of necessary to get the car going. Got a low car throttle cable and throttle return spring bracket, a Holley dual feed line, and 2 relays, one for the electric fan that I got from my buddy Al Rudolph. I appreciate that. I got to do some work to make that fit. Also, I bought a Carter electric fuel pump, which be mounted under the rear floor. Some Mr. Gasket wheel studs. I had these gaskets in my storage unit from when I had a shop. I was very good at throwing stuff out, so I kept this stuff and had it, and I knew it would help me out here. That's all for right now. We will update you later on in the day. Well, it looks like I'm doing a 2-part episode again like I did last week. Here's the Edelbrock Reformer RPM and the Holley 700 double pumper installed. We poured some gas in the float bowl and got it to fire up real quick and just left it at that to get on with the other stuff. Also today I installed the Carter electric fuel pump. I got a picture of it on my phone. I don't think you'll be able to see it. See it with the light available under the car. This is the inlet fuel line which comes from the stock gas center, which is right here, and there's the outlet line which goes to the stock fuel line. I got the ground ran and the fuel hose is hooked up to here. Let's see if we can see this under the car. Sorry if this makes you dizzy, but there it goes right there. I'm gonna run it under the front of the oil pan and up the passenger side of the motor to try to keep it away from the heat. It's gonna go like this to here. This is some fuel line off of a car that was smashed that I saved. I know I didn't want to spend money on flashy stuff, so that was free, so it fits in the budget. That's about it for now. We'll catch you next time. Here's the last episode for now for the 67 Pontiac budget build. Sorry I haven't updated you in a while, but been kind of busy doing other stuff. I did in fact make it to the Dream Cruise, which was my goal. It was a last minute deal. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I ended up having 2 freeze plugs rusted out behind the transmission, so I had to pull the trans out and replace those freeze plugs, get them back in. All in all, the car drives pretty good. The brakes really have anything to be desired. The trans kind of slips in 3rd gear, so until I figure out what to do about that, I don't think we're going to be making any drag strip passes. Just taking you for a short ride around my neighborhood, show you that the car runs and drives. I had some slight issues with the exhaust hanging. Good guy over by my brother's house, Jake Brown, let me over there and hung up the exhaust and put in the turbo action shifter. It had a B&M Z-gate and it wouldn't shift down in the first gear, and I believe the cable was stretched out, so I had this other shifter laying around and we replaced it. Very nice working piece for being used. It looks pretty old and ratty, but fits the style of the car. Driving around, people dig the car, get people give me the nod and thumbs up all the time. Chicks checking it out, kind of dig that. Here's the bad news. Every time I go to step on it really hard, the throttle cable comes out of the piece on the carburetor, so I need to get that fixed. I haven't turned the tires once on this thing, and getting kind of anxious to do that, but I think that's a safety factor and keeping this thing alive for now. I get on it a little bit. It seems to be really quick for being a stock 400 with an intake and a carb on it. Some headers in a 433 gear. I really enjoy the car, even though it's kind of ratty. It's pretty sweet. I believe the last time I went over everything as far as the price on the car and whatnot, we're around $3,500 somewhere. Well, since that point, I had to pull the trans out and do the freeze plugs, did a tune-up, put in a bunch of work on little things to get this going. Stupid stuff like light bulbs and sockets and whatnot. Took some old parts that I had, some old wires laying around that didn't work on the customer's car that they were for, and air cleaner, and put all that stuff on here. Just little things to make it better, you know. Just want to give a special shout out to Rod Bryant for helping me with this by letting me use the garage and keeping the car over there and whatnot. And again, I can't thank him enough, and that's Rod over at Bryant Racing. Here's the engine, the air cleaner and the wires on it. Really little sloppy. I don't care. Put about 1,000 miles on the car so far, and aside from the brakes and the little trans issue, it's really kind of neat car. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Maybe you guys can give me some suggestions. Might try to find a used 200 overdrive trans to throw in there, because I kind of like driving the car. Like to get some suggestions of what to do next. If y'all feel like contributing your thoughts, it would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for your time, and that's it for now.